Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And as you see the caption in this short clip that I got on the screen, it says martial law on April 20th. What you need to know. Now, this dude is he goes by the name of Appalachian Prepper, and he makes videos like this. If something unprecedented was to occur, you know, he's giving you tips on how to survive them, which all of these preppers, him being one of them, along with many others, hey, man, especially if you're an Edomite, man, you're not going to survive anything, man, you know. But, I use this to let you know that this will happen here in Babylon the Great because Yahweh Shem Shah has, spread his word. The gospel is out. Everybody has their own take on, how the Bible is taught, and how dare you say that it's only for a certain amount, a certain race of people, but it is. It is only for the Israelites. The Bible is only for the Israelites, man, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. No one else has any hope, man. And 2/3 of you Israelites, you ain't got no hope, man, because you through. And you're about to really understand how, man. You're about to really see how the Lord gets down in judgment. Because, Jacob's trouble is we in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. With all the laws and things. It's just being set up, man. Everything is being set up. The Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is setting things up, to bring full judgment on the earth, man. And our people are playing. The only way you're going to escape Jacob's trouble is through the mercy, spirit, and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua if he's dealing with you, man. And 2/3 of our people, the Lord is not dealing with on this side. They're going to die horrible deaths on this side, man. Whether it's through starvation, the sword, right? Many other things, man. Many other things. So let's hear what this dude got to say, and we're going to, get some scripts and we're going to shut it down. Yahweh Shem Shah willing, the elect be edified. Shalom.
Yes, I've been hearing a lot of talk about this date. Now, this video isn't to confirm or deny that date, just simply to explain what to expect if it does happen. You might want to share and repost this. When martial law is declared, life as you know it, it's over. The Constitution, suspended. Your rights, they're gone. The military takes control, replacing local law enforcement, and suddenly you're living under military rule. Now, what this means for you is curfews. Your movement is controlled. Step outside at the wrong time, and you're a target. Checkpoints. Every road, every street monitored. No ID, you aren't getting passage. Unlawful searches. Your home is no longer your own. They don't need permission. They take what they want when they want. That First Amendment, yeah, no free speech. Speak out, you disappear. No protest, no questioning, just obedience. They'll tell you it's for public safety, that they're here to restore order. But in reality, you're no longer in control of your own life.
So, you heard it. And you see him, he probably out in the woods somewhere close to a train track. He probably lives out there or whatever. But see, everybody believes that when this thing hits, when the economy shuts down and society is in chaos, that they're going to just separate themselves and they got everything they need. But see, how about Shemel Shah is in control of this, man. And if you don't know him or know, how he's, you know, uh gonna play this out, which we don't know how he's gonna play it out piece by piece, but we know what's gonna go down as far as, society collapsing and, Jacob's trouble being implemented and uh uh you may have to leave your house and you're gonna have to leave your house and it's gonna come a time where the Lord is gonna have, is gonna do miracles for the elect, right? Only the elect of the nation of Israel is going to make it out of this tower, this time of trouble, this hour of temptation, which is coming, man. So this is Second Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 14, right? He's speaking on martial law. He's speaking on what you're going to lose, like freedom of speech, the Second Amendment. You're not going to be able to protect yourself, things of that sort. This is Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand." Man, that's a whole collapse of society, man. Right? You see violence and crime at an all-time high. Right? Things are getting worse. What's going to happen when there's no more 911? When there's no more, order, so to speak. Right? Because this devil, he's going to lose. He's gonna lose order, man. He's gonna lose his grip on society, man. He's already had. He already has, man. He has tanked this society into a demonic, wicked ass society, and now now he wants to come in with his order, his new world order, but he's not going to succeed in it, man. Right? But before that, before the Lord intervenes, all these things are gonna take place. Verse 15 again, it says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand." Yeah, people gonna be, dying on the street, man. People gonna be getting put to death right there on the spot, and guess what? Nobody's gonna clean up the body, man. It's just gonna be laid out there. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Right? So they're going to take matters into their own hands, whether it's a gang of them, a couple of them, whatever. You're going to have these marauder groups running around, looking to do harm to people. And you women, it's going to be real bad for you women, man. Verse 17, it says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able," man. And this is what he's speaking on, martial law, man. They're going to say it's for the embetterment of society, trying to restore order or whatever, but really it's a changing of the times, man, where you become, just obedient to everything, man. Right? Nothing that you own is yours. Right? It says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid," man. Yeah, everybody's going to be afraid. Right? For because of the pride of Babylon the Great. Right? This place has been prideful to the point of no return, man. The people, when they ain't got a damn thing, but yet they're proud, man. You got Israelites that have a little bit of nothing, and they're proud, right? So the Lord said, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled." Yeah, all hell and anarchy in the cities. It said the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, man. People are gonna be shitting in their pants. It says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. Right? And that's that's what's coming, man. That's what's coming because it's not gonna be, you know, uh 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 my friend, my homie, in that day. We grew up, man. We grew up together. 10 toes down. He was there for me. I was there for him, man. And that day you're gonna see a whole nother, you know, a whole nother animal in that day. You know, I'm trying to find this scripture. Trying to find this Salakia. One second, Israel. Baba Kashah. Yeah, I didn't read that one in a minute. This is yeah, I don't. Yeah, Salakia. Yeah, man. So people not gonna be your friends in that day. They're gonna be your enemies, man. You know, the scriptures say that the Lord's gonna set an Egyptian against the Egyptian, man. Let's get that. This is Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 19. 19 and verse 2. It says, and I will set the Egypt. Well, I'll start at 1. It says, the burden of Egypt, right? Behold, the Lord rideth upon the swift cloud. Who's that, man? Yahushua. And what's that cloud? The chariot, man. What the world ignorantly calls UFOs, right? And shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Yeah, because man, people's hearts are gonna melt when they see the Lord, man, coming with great power and glory, right? They're going to be afraid out of their ass, man. Verse 2. And I will set an Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight, everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom, man. All hell breaking loose. That's what's coming, man. Right? You don't have to believe it, but it's coming. It's coming, man. Right? Let's get Ecclesiastes. Right? Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 3. It says, well, I'll start at 1. It says, remember now that the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, man. So you need to return and seek Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua right now while the evil day is not here, man. Right? Because it's definitely coming. It's definitely coming, man. Right? Salakia. Salakia. 1 second. All right. Let's go back. Salakia. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. It says, remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Right? Because, you know, right now, you got a chance still to return to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and seek him, man. But when these evil days come and the Lord removes all mercy and he just pushes out judgment, you're going to wish you did, man. It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, the leaders, man, right? The ones that, you know, push the laws and the ones that they put as faces to to comfort the people, the leaders, so-called leaders, right? They're going to be trembling. It said the strong men shall bow themselves. Yeah, man. People that, you think are strong and mighty, they're going to be like little bitches in these last days, man. In that day, it says, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, man. Yeah, no more work. And those that look out of the window shall be darkened, man, and they ain't gonna see what's the word? They're not gonna see any light at the end of the tunnel, man. Right? It ain't gonna be no hope. They're gonna see no hope, man. Right? It says the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, man. The door shall be shut in the streets, meaning the stores, man. You're not going to be able to go in the supermarket and get food, man. Right? It says, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low, man. So, hey, everything going to be shut down. You ain't going to be able to do a goddamn thing, man, but what they want you to do. And the Lord is going to give you over, you Israelites, he's going to give you over to this devil, man. Because you trusted him, you trusted in him so much that the Lord gonna give you to him, man. And that's gonna be your downfall. That's gonna be the end of you. That is gonna be the end of you, man. Right? So let's go back to 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and I'm gonna jump down to 49. The Lord said this. He said, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death, man. So when society collapses and this world doesn't have any order anymore, and you pretty much got to be a damn what they call them, a scavenger. Hey, it's gonna be a lot of death out here, man. People gonna be eating each other, right? You're gonna be eating whatever you can find, man. Right? And the Lord said he was gonna do it. Let's read it again. 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 49, it says, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, meaning men are going to die, right? A lot of men are going to die, man. Whether it's in the war or just out here in the streets. It says poverty, right? Everybody's going to be poor, man. Ain't going to be no statuses no more, right? You ain't going to be able to show your nice car and your big house and all that. You ain't going to be able to show that, man. It says famine. Yeah, it's going to be a lack of food. No food, man. Right? It ain't going to be no food. That's going to be a thing of the past, man. Right? Only for the elect is there going to be food. It says the sword. Well, the sword is being used at a high rate now, man. People are dying every day by the sword. The modern day sword is the gun. It said, and pestilences, diseases, right? Disease is going to be an all-time high. And trust me, man, in that day, you ain't going to be able to go to the doctor. You ain't going to be able to, get treated for it. You're going to just have to deal with it, man. People already sick as it is, taking that, that baby sword. It says, to waste thy houses with destruction and death, man. Yeah, your houses, hey, consider that a thing of the past, man. What was your comfort zone is not your comfort zone no more, right? And it's gonna get bad, right? It's gonna get real bad. But guess what? This devil is not going to, succeed at his whole plan, man. The Lord is gonna intervene, and this devil that you see on the screen, yeah, you get a little, advice from this devil or whatever, but because the scriptures say, don't be ignorant of any matter, whether great nor small, right? So you could prepare yourself, but the main way you ought to prepare yourself is to return back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and get your spirit right, man. This is why the Lord told you to come out of Egypt, man. Right? Because this ain't your rest, man. The Lord said, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Right? America is not the rest for you so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American. Right? But this devil, he gonna come in, right? He gonna come in like a flood, and the scriptures got something for that. Isaiah 59 and verse 19, it said, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him, man. And that's spiritual power, because certain brothers are gonna get spiritual powers in that time, man. And trust me, these devils, they ain't ready for that, man. Right? Where brothers gonna be able to control things, the elements and certain things with their minds, man, with their spirit, man. The Lord is gonna put a certain spirit on certain men, and they are going to crush the hell out of these devils, man. Because the ultimate judgment is these devils falling, right? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, them falling, man. That's the whole thing. That's the ultimate judgment. That's the end all be all right there. You know? Let's get this last one. We're going to shut it down. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse, I'm going to start at 70. It says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Right? It said, they shall be like madmen, sparing none. And the insurrection is a violent uprising against the men of the Lord, man. Right? The elect. Right? It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, man. They're going to come in and try to just completely eradicate the men of the Lord. Now, we understand, like we always say, there are going to be martyrs in this truth, man. Verse 72, it says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Yeah, busting in your houses, man. Right? It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire, man. Because, hey, we looking to be tried, man. The Lord said all of us are going to be tried, man. We don't know to what extent, but we know we're going to be tried, man. So we got to get ourselves right, man, for these times. Spiritually, man, you got to pretty much throw your life, you know, out there and say just whatever the Lord's will is going to be done, you know, like the Lord said. It says, hear, O ye my beloved, the elect, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, Jacob's trouble, but I will deliver you from the same. So the Lord is going to deliver the elect from this hell that he's about to unleash on the earth. It says, be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Lord is your guide, man. And we're not going to be afraid, man. Hey, whatever. Do whatever you're going to do, devil. You can't do nothing more than what the Lord wants you to do to me, man. Right? That's it. You know, you can't do it. You can't do nothing more than what the Lord wants you to do. Right? So whether you're a prepper or whatever, man, you're not going to make it if the Lord ain't dealing with you. This is my last one. 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 56. And 57, it says, like as though thou hast done to my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall the Most High do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thy shall perish with the sword in the field, man. So this devil, that's what's going to happen to him, man. When he comes out to completely try to eradicate the nation of Israel, the elect, the Lord going to turn the tables on his ass, man. And he ain't going to see this coming. Right? So, hey, man. We almost there, man. We almost up out of here. There's a lot of things happening. This devil about to make his move. And we just got to keep watching, man. Because, hey, we about to go home, brothers. And a few aqua that's out there listening and learning, man. And staying diligent. So, I just wanted to touch on this. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua willing, the elect be other Father. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. To the next lesson. Shalom.
Simply to explain what to expect if it does happen. You might want to share and repost this one. When martial law is declared, life as you know it, it's over. The Constitution, suspended. Your rights, they're gone. The military takes control, replacing local law enforcement, and suddenly you're living under military rule. Now, what this means for you is curfews. Your movement is controlled. Step outside at the wrong time, and you're a target. Checkpoints, every road, every street monitored. No ID, you aren't getting passage. Unlawful searches, your home is no longer your own. They don't need permission. They take what they want when they want. That First Amendment, yeah, no free speech. Speak out, you disappear. No protest, no questioning, just obedience. They'll tell you it's for public safety, that they're here to restore order. But in reality, you're no longer in control of your own life.